Hi, beautifuls. How are you? Welcome back. I am so happy to be home. I had an amazing time. I just came back from New York City and I had just such a best time. I got to fly out to work with a client and help her give her business a makeover so she can make money, money, money. Right? So I love talking about business and I love helping people revamp and make over their business. And because I just have this eye for businesses and how you can make more money with it. So it just comes so quick to me. I love it. And so flying to New York City to help someone was a manifestation. I loved it. And I usually just do this locally in LA or Chicago. And now I'm just like, I love going places and helping people do this. So what I want to talk about today is that we are not here to learn how to manifest. That's right. You are not here to learn how to manifest. We are here to unlearn all the bullshit, limitations, beliefs, stories, rules, all that crap that you have learned since you were little. That's what we're doing. So when you wake up, hi, ladies. When you wake up to this power, and it's usually because you came across law of attraction, law of assumption, or whatever, or one of these teachers, Buddhism, even all of it, right? Is when you're attracted to this and you come across information for whatever reason, and anything that happened in your life, the reason why you come across it is because your higher self, your divine self, you already know this information. You already know all of it. You are literally the one that wrote the book to it all. And now you're like, I'm so tired of living this limited life. I'm so tired of feeling like I don't get what I want. And whatever, something in your life was like the straw that broke the camel's back. And then you came into this information. So we're going to be talking about that today. But for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm Rose. I am a success and confidence coach. I am a former psychotherapist, but now I am only a coach and I love it. And I help people get out of their own way so that they can have the life that they love. And so whether you're talking about money, career, business, relationships, anything, it's all the same. Right? That's what I do is I help people get out of their own way. And how? You have to learn to trust in yourself. You have to learn and believe in yourself instead of believing in everything else and all the stories and the lies and the beliefs and the bullshit that you grew up hearing and taught yourself. So we didn't do this on purpose. We did this automatically. And the cool thing is that we're here, we're divine in a human being bodies to wake the hell up, sleeping beauty, and you are awakened beauties. And that includes my guys too, because you are all beautiful and perfect, whole and complete. We all are. And we are here to awaken to our unstoppable badassery power. All right. So why I wanted to make this video, I was thinking about this is like, we're not here. When I started learning about law of attraction and law of assumption and Neville and all these teachers, right? I was in this mindset thinking that I was learning how to manifest, that it was some skill or technique that I had to learn. And even I thought everyone as you pushed out was a technique. I thought all of these things were like, oh, okay, got to learn the technique so that I can manifest what I want. That's what I thought it was, right? No, including self-love. Self-love was being seen as a technique. That if you tell yourself you love yourself a ton, then you get what you want, right? That I was looking at it as a technique. And I know so many thousands of people all over Facebook and different parts of social medias. This is what they're doing. And this is what they're teaching and talking about. And instead of desperately looking and saying, help me, please help me. It's like, it is, I get it, right? When at the beginning you're confused, right? But the funny thing is that we're not here to ask for help. We're not here to ask anyone for anything because we have it all. We are it all. What we are here to do is unlearn all the lies. We're here to unlearn all the crap, the stories, the beliefs. We're here to unlearn everything that you were taught and everything that we were taught about you're limited, you can't have it, you have to work hard for things, you have to be a doer, you have to no pain, no gain, that you have to push through, that people over this age can't do it, people under that age can't do it, that at this age you have to do this, and that if you were born in this kind of family that you can't have it. We are here to rise above all of it. We're here to rise above all of the seeming impossible beliefs and stories based off. Think about it. It's like the list is long, you guys, of all the so-called limitations, okay? People talk about religion, they talk about their culture, they talk about their values in their culture, they talk about their family, gender stereotypes, where you were raised, with the economics in your country, everything, your physical limitations, right? All of these, the limitation list is so freaking long that people come up with, well, what about this? And what about that? And what about this? And what about, right? That list is so freaking long. Well, guess what? We're here to unlearn that we actually don't have any limitations, that we literally have no rules, no limits, and nothing and no one can stop you from having what you want the way that you want it. And anyone that tells you you can't have it, or that gets in your way and tells you that you're crazy or good luck with that, it's like, well, then you walk away and say, okay, thank you. I'm going to show you, I'm going to show everybody, I'm going to show myself that I get what I want. And the biggest obstacle, though, this is the thing, is that the biggest thing that gets in people's way is themselves. You yourself are the only thing getting in your way. It feels like there's people outside of you telling you no. It feels like other people are telling you it's not going to happen. And they could even physically say to your face, no, good luck, stop asking, not going to happen. Your job is to get out of your own way and believing this crap, believing that you can't have it, believing that you're small, believing that you're a victim, believing that you have something wrong with you, believing that you have to figure something out. We don't have to learn how to manifest. This is why I don't like even talking about that. I'm not going to teach you how to manifest, because to me, that's like insulting your higher intelligence, because you already know how to manifest. It's how we were born. We were born manifestors. It's happening instantly, on the spot, 24/7. You can't turn it off. There's no off button. The button is in the on position, period. It's not going to ever turn off. The only thing that we're doing when we become aware and we get into this information about manifesting is we have to unlearn all of our old behaviors, old habits, the habitual way of thinking, and that is limited. So we don't have any limitations at all. Okay, so I woke up thinking about this, and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm going to talk about this because I'm really, my intention for talking about this today is to help so many of you understand and clear out this crap that you have to learn how to manifest. Okay, no. The only thing that you're doing is unlearning all the limitations. That's it. You're unlearning limitations, unlearning the story. So anytime you find yourself asking a question about, can I do this? Blah, blah, blah. Yes. But what about this? Doesn't matter. That is your job, is to start looking at any limit that you come up with. If somebody says, oh, you can't do that because I have 500,000 case studies showing that that's not possible. It's been tested in random experiments. Gosh, in my psychology world, okay, in all the years of studying all of this, because you guys know, I've told you, like, I have an undergraduate in media communications. I have a master's degree in psychology, in clinical counseling. I studied this. I taught this at the university. I taught grad students. I've done private practice therapy for 13 years. Trust me when I say I know a thing or two about scientific research and journals and all of that, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now that all of that scientific research and study is constantly changing. It never stays the same. Why? So how can I count on something that is forever changing? I don't look at studies and research. So if somebody tells you that they've been manifesting their whole life since they were born and their whole family are manifestors and that's all they've known, and then in their 30 years of being on this earth, that they've never heard of anyone ever doing this and never been accomplished, so freaking what? Okay, it doesn't matter. Stop looking for someone to tell you if they've done it or not, or if they know someone that's done it, because all you're doing is you're reaffirming your own limitation. And remember, we're not here to learn how to manifest. We're here to unlearn our limitations. Unlearn that we have blocks. Unlearn that we have things in the way. And all the things that have happened to you since you were little, right? All the stories that your mom told you or your dad told you, your grandparents told you, your family told you, your culture, the school, everything that you've learned, you get to decide what you want to keep and what you don't want to keep. No one's making you, forcing you, say you have to believe this and you don't believe this. No one can make you do that. No one's in charge of your mind except for you. No one can make you think that something is good or bad. No one can make you think that it's possible or not possible. I can't even. I would love to be able to get into all your little minds and tell you it's like, yes, it's all possible. You have no more limitations, right? But this is where we all have our personal free will to decide if we want to think a thought or we do not want to think a thought. That's what we get to decide. And whatever we get to focus, whatever thought we get to choose and we focus on and we want to focus on, that is what we get to live in our experience. So a couple months ago, I did an easy explanation of everyone as you pushed out, and I drew a little diagram. It's like little sunshine, right? And then you're the sun, and then all the little rays coming out are all the things and people in your life, right? And every time you have a belief, any belief that you have, right? Because we have tons of them, any belief that you have within, right? Every person, everything, Instagram, everything is just reflecting your belief. People aren't doing anything on their own accord to you. Everyone is just expressing and showing you, reflecting your own beliefs. So everything comes from the inside out. It's not happening from the outside in. Whatever you're believing is what is your like little rays of sunshine, right? You're projecting it out. It's coming from you. So if I have the belief that I am beautiful, not only am I going to feel beautiful, I'm going to look beautiful, right? But people in my life are going to say, I'm beautiful. And I'm going to see beautiful people and beautiful things and smell beautiful things, right? That's what I'm going to have the reflection of, right? And if I had the opposite, then the opposite would be. That's the only way it works. It only works from in out. It's one directional, in, out. It's not anything from the outside coming in. So when we react to people, when we react to situations and we react to things, it's pointless because we're only reacting to our own belief. So you're reacting to your own reflection, the one that you emitted based off of how you see yourself, how you see, like Neville said, how you see yourself and how you see the world. That is what is going to be reflected to you. So we're here to unlearn all these limitations that we create inside of us, of that you can't have it, that you're not deserving, that good luck with that, you have to try hard, that only certain people are able to have that you're not tall enough so you can't have it, that you're not short enough, you can't have it, that your foot's too big so you can't have it. All these stories, think about it, it's like nonstop, things that are around you. And pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to what you see in your world, because you're going to start, the more that you become aware of how you're speaking to yourself, how you're thinking when you're looking at something, how you interact with people, the more that you do that, the more you're going to realize, oh my God, I'm making all this up. I'm making up these stories. I'm making up these limitations. Why the heck am I going to keep doing this to myself? If I'm emitting my beliefs and everybody has to reflect those back to me, I'm going to stop believing that. Screw that, right? No, no, no. One very common one, I'm going to give you an example, is a lot of people say, oh, I have to prepare just in case. Just in case something bad happens, I need to have backup plan. I need to have a backup plan for just in case something that happens. Even though nothing bad is happening to them, they feel like they need to have a backup plan. Okay, for whatever. It could be for money, it could be for a car, it could be a backup babysitter, it could be a backup job offer, it could be a backup whatever. Already, what is that doing? Already assuming that you're going to have a problem, already assuming that you're going to have a backup plan, already assuming that chaos, right? These kinds of comments and beliefs, I look at it as like you expect for things to not work out for you, right? That's someone that you expect for there to be problems, chaos, or you expect for things to not go in your favor. Do you see? It's a tricky one. That's a belief, right? So if that is you, right, what you could do is say, you know what? No, enough of that. I am tired of thinking that things aren't going to go work out for me. I'm done with that. I am now going to adopt the belief that everything always works out in my favor. Everything works out in my favor. It doesn't matter. Even if something technically doesn't work out, and I'm like, I don't know how, I don't know when, but this thing that's happening is going to work in my favor too. It looks like it's not working in my favor, but I don't know. This is going to turn around somehow, some way. It's going to work in my favor too, because I said so. So everything that happens to you in your life, make it work in your favor. Label it, slap a big old sticker on it. Even if it's not the way that you wanted it in that moment, slap a big sticker on it and say, I don't know, but this is going to work out in my favor too. I have no idea, but it is because I said so. That is how you begin to switch over the thinking of things aren't going to work out, that you have to have a plan B, that you have to blah, blah, blah. Do you see? Because this is where the mind will go in a rabbit hole, and then you keep manifesting the same thing over and over again. Right. So one of the things that I love that you guys are doing is that 8-hour meditation. It's like it changes some of that stuff, like I'm good enough, I'm deserving, I'm spoiled, I'm lucky, everything works out for me. Do you see? All of those are beliefs that are just going in. And it's funny because I've been looking at sleep meditations from a different perspective for years, because people actually go to sleep with all kinds of information, not just meditations, but you can learn a different language while you're sleeping. Go figure that. I remember studying this in school, that people actually fall asleep learning to speak Italian, French, Spanish, whatever, even math. They learn how to do problems, arithmetic, all of these things while they're sleeping. They play it while they're sleeping. And why? Because when they awake, that information has been downloaded. And with repetition meaning like, well, the human habitual mind does 21 days, average 21, 30 days is what I always say. With repetition, you will learn this new thing, because that's how habitual the mind works. So anything that you feed the mind when you're sleeping, because your thinking mechanism is off, it gets automatically downloaded. This is not revolutionary information. This has been around forever. So if you're wanting to see results and changes in your belief systems, that's why I did that 8-hour meditation, so that you can just hear wonderful things about yourself. And so I'm working on another one too that you guys are going to like. I'll be releasing that in a couple days. You'll love it, to build up your confidence in manifesting. So yes, let me just see. Yes, title, right? Unlearn that crap. Got to get rid of it. Hi, Whitney. So glad I found your channel, Sima. Thank you. You make it so simple. Yes. I love simple and direct. That's how I did my therapy for years too. I'm just like I'm very loving and warm, but I'm direct and to the point. It's like, what's the meat of it, right? We all want the meat of it. You know why we're like that? Because we want to get it. We want to do it. We want to just do it. Someone tell me what to do and I'll do it and get this over with already, right? That's kind of how a lot of people think. And I know that's how I used to think. They're just like, just tell me what the frick to do and I'll do it. So I can get my thing and get to the point where I have it. Well, that's the other thing we have to unlearn. We have to unlearn that there is no doing, that there is no trying, there's no forcing, no controlling. You're not here to try, force, control, and manipulate. This is what we have to unlearn, because think about when you want to learn something new. If you want to learn to work out, if you want to learn a language, if you want to learn how to play cards like poker or whatever, the first thing you do is you're like, all right, how can I learn? Is there a book? Do I need to read? Is there a master teacher, right? How can I learn? And then I want to go practice it. Then I got to go practice and apply this thing that I'm learning. Who am I going to practice with? Do you see? It's all about doing, taking action, controlling, moving. Then we want to find shortcuts. We want to find back doors. We want to find the easy cut. We want to find the free version. It's like we're constantly trying to find a way to do it and get it done. That, my friends, is all what we have to unlearn. There is no doing. There is no controlling. There's no trying. There's no forcing, no manipulating. This is natural. The only thing we're doing is unlearning all the BS of having to try, take action, force, do. We're not here to do any of that. We're here to unlearn all the limitations. And when you know who you are, because that's what we're doing, we're just waking up, remembering who we are. And the more we do it, and the quickest way to do it is by start unlearning all this crap that you're not good enough and that you're limited because of what you look like, or because where you grew up, or because your culture, or because you have a third eyeball, or whatever, right? It doesn't matter. None of it matters. You're not limited by anything. You can have whatever you want no matter what. And anybody that tells you anything otherwise, they're one, I say run, but two, they're just showing you what you believe that is a limitation. They're just reflecting back your belief, because remember, when we're projecting what we want to experience. So everybody's just showing us what we believe. So run. Go, just stay focused on you, okay? And two, they're just showing you a limitation. Now, you can let them have their limitation. You don't have to argue with them. You don't have to prove. I don't argue with people if they're just like, well, that's not true. I'm like, okay, whatever you believe, you're right. I don't got time for this. I want to go do my hair. I want to go shopping. I want to go make a coffee. I just don't got time for this. I don't care if you think I'm wrong. That is the attitude that you have to have, because you're here to unlearn that you have any limitations. None. Zero. Okay. Let's see. Hi. Hello, lovelies. Thank you for this perspective. I've been needing to do this. I've been meaning to read The Impersonal Life. Yes, it's a great book. Yes. I'm the same way. Keep it simple. Yes, keep it simple. So I just wanted to hop on here and share this with you. I hope that it helps clarify that you're not here to try, okay? All you have to do is decide what you want and focus on it. Decide what you want and focus on it. That's manifesting. That's it. Decide what I want and focus on it. Focusing on it means knowing it's yours, knowing it's done, and any limitations that pop up, those are the ones that you want to clear out, right? You can do that with a meditation. You can do that by visualizing yourself already being the person that doesn't have any limitations, right? What would she feel like? What would she talk like? What would she be like, right? That's it. Manifesting is, what do I want? And focus on it. And if any crap comes up, any limitation comes up, okay, let me clear that out. So if you feel like you're not deserving, if you feel like you're not worthy, and you feel like you're not good enough, not pretty enough, not short enough, not tall enough, not whatever enough, then work on those beliefs. Not because you're going to get the thing. I mean, that's a given. You're going to have it, right? But do it because you want to feel amazing. Don't you deserve to feel amazing? Deserve to feel like, think about nothing and no one has power over you unless you say so. Nothing and no one has any power over you unless you say so. So I like to look at it this, right? If I'm holding on to something, and if I'm obsessed about something or someone, or I can't stop thinking about something or someone, and I just like have to have it, and I'm like, I have learned to say, ew, gross. That thing has more power over me. That thing has power over me. I don't like this. I don't want anything having power over me. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want anything or anyone have any power over me. So if I ever feel that I have to have it, I can't stop thinking about it, and I'm like, hold the phone, girl. Take a step back and remember who you are. And I go into that I am deserving of anything that I want. I am confident in myself. I am the queen, right? I love that song by Young Baby, right? I am healthy. I am wealthy, right? And I'm a queen. I'm a dream. Hello. I go into that zone. I go into all about me because I don't want anything or anyone having any power over me. Doesn't mean I can't enjoy it when I actually have it. But I don't allow things or people to have power over me. And when I feel that, I feel icky, it feels gross, it feels needy. And I'm like, that's because I must be thinking some belief that I need it. I don't need anything or anyone. It's all mine. And I'm the one that's generating the party. When I walk in a room, the party starts. When I leave the room, the party's over in my mind. It's like, here we go. The party's leaving with me. You got it? You guys got to get a little attitude. Keep watching the meditation. I'm going to come up with another one on building your confidence and manifesting. All right. And that'll be out in a couple of days, really soon for you, beautifuls. And I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting my channel and liking the videos and sharing the information. And I hope it's helping you. And look, everything that I do, when you work one-on-one with me, I dive into these beliefs that you have, because some people have some nasty beliefs, right? And they can't see past themselves. And a lot of people that I work with are new to manifesting. They don't know anything about manifesting. And so I work with them from that perspective too. So I'm not a manifesting coach, right? I am a transformational coach. I want success and I want confidence in all my clients. And those are the two things that I do when I work with my clients. Is I want to see them succeed in whatever it is, the business, money, whatever it is, relationships, anything. And two, I want them to feel like so confident they know that they're going to keep it and continue to rise above wherever they are. So, all right, my loves. Do you watch the film I Feel Pretty? Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a great movie, too. Yes, yeah. Yes, I'm glad you like the playlist. Isn't it fun? I put the music that I love listening to on my playlist, and some of it might be funny and dorky, like Everything is Awesome. That Lego song, it is so funny. I cannot get that song out of my head. I went to get my hair done last week, and I was telling the beautician, she started laughing. She said, thanks. Now I have that song stuck in my head. And I said, you're welcome. So, all right. I love you guys. I got to go. I have a client waiting for me. I will see you soon. Bye.